Hello, welcome to this episode of Down Home Cooking. Today we're going to be making a Ropa Vieja, which is the Cuban pot roast. Now I've already seasoned my pot roast with salt and pepper, and I've rubbed a little bit of fresh garlic on there. And I've got, in this pot here, heating up, I've got a third of a cup of olive oil. And what we're going to do is we're going to sear our roast. If it's hot enough yet. Yeah, it looks like it's getting there. And you can use any cheap pot roast. It doesn't matter for this. And this is going to be very, very bold flavor. Now our roast is seared. I'm going to take it out. Now, I've got one large chopped onion. Get in there. Okay. One chopped green pepper. I've got about a tablespoon and a half of minced garlic. And we want to kind of saute all this together. And this is optional. I've got a whole jalapeno pepper. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add about 1/4 of a cup of burgundy to this. This is also optional, but it does add a lot of flavor. Right there. It gives it a beautiful color too. Okay, to this, I've got here 4 cups of beef broth. I'm going to add that in there. And also going to add 1 can of tomato paste to all this. And you can use any kind, any brand, tomato paste, doesn't matter. Stir all this together. And now I'm going to add about a tablespoon of sugar. I'm going to add a teaspoon of white vinegar. To this. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of salt, pepper to your liking, 2 bay leaves. Now I've got some oregano, and I'm going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of oregano. Stir all this together, and we're going to add our roast back, and we're going to cook it for 2 to 3 hours because we want it very tender. We want to be able to shred it in little shreds. Put a lid on it, and we're going to have it simmer. Our meat is simmered about 3 hours, and I put it on a plate to cool. And now what we're going to do is I want to pull it apart into little shreds. just like that. And I also added some more bell pepper strips, only because I like them. I like the strips. And as soon as we get all this pulled apart, we're going to add it to our juices that have been really well reduced and nice and thick and just yummy. And I'll show you how to serve it. And you can also, for side dishes with it, you can have like some fried plantains or some yuca, and some people like even some black beans on the side, and some crusty Cuban bread. And if you're in an area like I am that they don't have crusty Cuban bread, you have to get some French bread. Or we'll make you some Cuban bread on one of my shows too, because it's really pretty easy to make Cuban bread. But now we're going to add our shredded beef back into our juices, and isn't that all rich and delicious? And how this really got its name, it means in English old clothes, because everything, the vegetables and everything was supposed to look like shredded little pieces of rag. Okay. And now you can serve this with white or yellow rice, but I'm going to serve this with yellow rice. It's really pretty and golden, and just add a little bit on the plate here. And if you wanted to, you can even add some mushrooms. You know, you can add things in there and make it your own also that you like. And also, remember to take up the bay leaf, because you don't want anybody to crunch that. It's really pretty nasty. Let me maybe a fork here. This is really absolutely amazing. I'm going to get a little pepper here. Oh, too big a piece of pepper there. Okay. Maybe I won't get a little pepper. Okay. Put it in the meat. This is really wonderful. Here, honey, you want a bite? Bye. Thank you for joining us. Come here.